over to Canada and Dr. Michael Likey. Hi there.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure and an honor to be back again this week. As many of you know, I love dealing with experiments of the mind. And rather than calling it the power of the mind, I like to call it the potential of the mind, because I believe really deep down, and maybe not so deep down, the mind and its potential is limitless. Tonight, I presented a challenge for myself, a double or triple challenge, if you will, involving, you could call it telepathy. I like to call it thought projection, and a few other things will bring to mind. I need two assistants for this, and we could either have them in one group in one picture. I'll leave that up to Stuart, or two separate folks from our gallery. So there we go. Glad to see you guys again this week. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Awesome. Cheryl and Michaela, I believe. I'm also cheating a bit. I'm trying to read it down there. I'm kind of excited about this because, to be honest, it's the first time I'm presenting this live or in person. And as luck would have it, it's one of my toughest challenges. It's something that will stretch me somewhat. So I'm going to use cards for this. Big surprise, simply because they're easy to work with, and they're here, they're handy. Cheryl, as you could see, and the lighting is pretty good, and none of this is hard to see, which I'm really glad about. Cheryl, and then we'll utilize Michaela. I'm going to ask you, please, to say stop whenever it feels right.
Stop.
Right there. Now, this will be your card, but I don't want you to see it. I don't want anybody to see it until towards the end. And we'll move it here so all can see. It is just a regular deck. This isn't what this is all about, using trick cards or duplicate cards. If I did, I'd only be cheating myself, to be honest. So Cheryl set stop at a particular card. At a moment in time, I'm going to ask you to look at it, but not quite yet. Michaela,
Yes.
it's your turn. The same sort of deal. We're going to use, in fact, it's a duplicate deck of playing cards. They're both red. I'm going to, on the count of three, I'm going to look away. You'll have to trust me. The camera isn't really showing my head. But I'm going to get Cheryl to glimpse her card, and then Michaela will blindly pick it. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So I'm going to turn away, and I'm going to, I don't know if you can see that at all. Cheryl, don't tell me what it is, but can you glimpse it? Can you see it?
Yes.
Excellent. I'll place it back down, face down. I'm going to try, it's going to be a challenge for me to perceive exactly where in this deck I believe I've picked up the name of the card, and I'm just trying to pick up exactly the position. So Cheryl has selected a card. She knows now what it is. She's focusing on it. She's continuing to focus on it. Michaela, I'm going to start to deal cards face up. And it'll be my job to silently and mentally, telepathically, if you will, project to you where to say stop as well. So wherever it feels right, I'll get you to say stop.
Stop.
Right there. So you could have stopped me anywhere. We're going to continue to leave that one card face down. I want you to see, if you will. I don't know if you can see how different they are, but I don't think Cheryl's card was visible. It hasn't come up yet. For the first time, Cheryl, I'd like you to name your card.
The 9 of diamonds.
The 9 of diamonds. And I want you to see the exact spot in the deck
Wow.
where Michaela said stop was exactly at the 9 of diamonds. I want to thank you so much for helping me. It was a rather tough experiment, but thank you so much, Cheryl, Michaela, and the rest of you out there for joining in. We'll see you
Thank
next
you.
time. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Michael. Excellent stuff.